Hi, and welcome to my channel. If you're first time viewer here, if you're new here, I am doing an oracle read. I don't use tarot cards. Not that I find anything wrong with them. I just like to read the energy differently, and I like to have different types of energy. Thank you to all my new subscribers. I really appreciate you and love you, and I hope welcome you back every single time you come. I don't have any real messages. I just kind of want to see what's going on in with the energy here. Water, something emotional. We've been dealing a lot with the water element. Has been very predominant with collective. The secondary energy is earth. So something tangible and in the physical. Okay. The tool that collective, please excuse me, I've been struggling a little bit with a head cold, and that's where that throat thing I was getting. It turned out I was getting a little sick from this weather coming in and out of Texas, and it messed with my situation. I'm sure we're all going through that in different facets. Okay. The tool that we're using in the 7 chakras is the throat chakra. How ironic is that? I was meant to talk about it, obviously. And the lesson that we're going to learn through the 7 deadly sins is going to be wrath. Yeah. Uncontrolled feelings of anger, rage, and hatred, potentially leading to vengeance. It's crazy. Yeah. Unfortunately, there is quite a bit of that going on in the world. And we're having to learn lessons from it. So let's try to learn and not go down that path ourselves. If someone else you know is going down that path, pray for them. That's all I can say. The Chinese zodiac sign that if you yourself is something you're really angry about, it's okay to get emotional about that, but be careful how you utilize that energy and where it goes. Try to do it transform it, use it in a scorpionic way to take negative energy and put it into something positive, more constructive. And it really feels good. You take all your energy. Some people clean. I know a lot of people put their anger into cleaning or situations. They clean their whole house top to bottom. And isn't that wonderful? That's not where I go. I put it into different projects, art, my work. I get really focused. I finish things that I normally wouldn't. Stuff like that. Oh, get the ox again. We've been pulling the ox a lot for the Chinese zodiac sign energy. The ox is the second one in the lineup of the Chinese zodiac sign. It's about being diligent, dependable, determined, and honest. And I feel like Spirit is just saying, you got to keep on going. You got to keep on dancing all through the night. You know that Brady Bunch song? You got to keep on doing it right. I don't know. That just popped into my head. I saw Bobby Brady in my mind doing it. So you may feel like the youngest or the smallest in a situation, but you got to keep on going. And you got to do it in a determined, honest way. And don't let these big-headed, not willing to submit, admit defeat, hot-headed, sad loner, won't compromise. That might be the wrath, the negative side of the ox that we're dealing with in a person or situation. The numerology that is going to give us the wisdom that we need, so desperately need. Again, master number 22 is the builder number. It's comprised of 2 numbers. It's comprised of the 2 and the 4. So it's all about balance and having 2 energies work together. And also it has got the 4, which is all about stability. So it's about diplomacy, teamwork, spiritual channels, cosmic wisdom. And maybe we need to speak on some wisdom in a situation that might get a little bit out of control. Interesting. Okay. Let's see what the messages are. Let's see what the messages are. Um, this is very interesting energy here. You could be a master 20, number 22. You don't have to be. Forget to say that sometimes. Okay. For some reason, these cards are yelling at me. So we've got Child of Nature, which I absolutely love that kind of energy. Really speaks to me. Tribal Drums is in reverse. Desperate for gain, starving for gold. Limitless Soul Singer is in reverse. License to Complain is in reverse. Unconquered, upright. That's good. I'm happy about that. Okay, that it's upright. Blissful Solitude, upright. The Garden of Love, upright. Oh, and this was, they're telling me this counts. These other cards, no. Riddle was upside down. So you're going to discover something. You're going to solve something. You're going to solve something. Let's find out what Child of Nature is all about. Spirit, what is Child of Nature? This is funny. This was when I was done shuffling my deck and I put them down. This was the card that was on the bottom of my deck when I had cleansed them. So number 20, a 2. We already have the master number 22 here, so that is incorporated in that master builder number. Under My Umbrella is all about cooperation of something. It's a team effort. You could be collaborating in a situation or balancing out. So in this Child of Nature, something that's being done in a very pure way is going to get balanced out. It could have something to do with outdoors. You could be out in your gardening, balancing out your landscaping, balancing out a situation, working together to get something right in your community that has something to do with the outdoors, working together and to equal give and take in this situation. I feel like, or it could just be, any type of collaboration or partnership that's very pure and childlike, maybe even brings out your inner child, or your inner child is wanting to solve this problem and wants to be in the front of it to lead the way. Okay, what is Tribal Drums in reverse? So something that's not a tribe, so the opposite of a tribe, which would be like a loner, and drums could be no sound at all. I don't know. We're going to find out what this means. I feel like I'm going to get better clarification. It's not, nothing wants to pop out. It's telling me. Sometimes I don't get flyers. Oh, that's funny when I said that. And like a bird. Talk about flying. Wow. Okay. So something that you're going to have to do, you might have to do something alone instead of doing it with a group. I feel like that's what this is. You might have to be a leader in something. So there's going to be some type of a collaboration, but you're going to have to lead it in some way. whether this be a partnership, a community organization thing. This could be in your family. This could be so many different types of situations where you're working with one other person or multiple people, and you're doing this in a very pure way. It could be outdoors, or about the outdoors, or about a large community. Just makes me think of California, trying to figure out what they need to do to pull together to become one. Choosing that as an example because everybody knows what's going on over there. Having to work together in nature, trying to figure out, doing it in a very pure way. Their inner child is leading them to bring balance to a situation. But you may need to actually step up and lead, or there's going to be some type of a leadership situation that's going to be very inspirational, that's going to take flight, that is going to rise above everything. And 22 is the master builder number, so that reiterates the 22 that we got here. I can't really say much about that, except it's interesting how that came up when I said flyers and then it flew out. Might have something to do about flying or something up in the air, in that regard. I don't know. Okay, let's see. Desperate for gain and starving for gold. What is desperate for gain and starving for gold? Oh, okay. The white rose of hope. Wanting a new beginning in something. You're very hopeful in the beginning of whatever the situation is, or you're wanting a light, you're wanting to heal something, you're wanting to fix something, to heal something in this, wanting some momentum and wanting some progress, and whatever way that is, whatever it is that you're working on with more than one person, a relationship, a business relationship, a community situation, a family situation, or even just internally with yourself, where you're trying to bring some balance into a situation and some harmony, and you're going to have to do it in a very uplifting way, or there's going to be an uplifting, inspirational movement that's going to happen, that's going to be like a bird soaring. And you have a lot of hope, and in this, it's very similar to Aquarius energy, star energy, could potentially, you wanting to heal a situation and get some traction in this in a way. And maybe you even felt like it's not getting enough attention because and this is starving for gold. Maybe you're not getting enough, there's not enough help, there's not enough attention being shed on the situation, or maybe people aren't taking it seriously, or someone's not taking it seriously, or something like that, to that nature. And the Limitless Soul Singer is in reverse. So something that maybe that's why you feel like it's not getting enough attention. Something you're feeling closed in on something, boxed in on something that your soul can't express itself in, or you're feeling limited. You're feeling limited. You're feeling limited in something. What are we feeling limited in, Spirit? Okay. Yeah. This Laura-Lee energy. If anybody wants to say in the comments what is the correct way to pronounce this name, I would love it. I think it's kind of like tomato situation. But with the Laura-Lee, this is number 31, which breaks down to a 4, which is all about stability. 3 is all about creativity, could be about communication or community. And 1 is all about powerful pioneer beginning energy. So this is like the emperor energy, having a lot of control in a situation. So you're feeling limited in a situation. Obviously, either something or someone is making you feel very limited, or maybe you are hopeful, but you're not feeling like you're getting, and on this one you weren't getting everything that you needed, maybe not all the resources, maybe not all the help, maybe not all the attention, whatever it is. and it's making you feel boxed in. It's making you feel limited in this, or you could have a limited perspective on something, or somebody is doing this to you to where you feel stagnant in that way on and in whatever. I feel like it's like there's a lot of good ideas and there's a lot of good foundation here, but there's something else that you feel like there needs to be more of. And it's not whatever that is, attention, or some details need to be paid attention to, or something like that, that it's not getting. And that's why you feel like limited in that way, even though there's stability here with this child of nature. And it is very uplifting and inspirational, but it's somebody that's going to have to lead this in a singular way. It's like one person or something in particular. It could just be an event or a person or you that's going to have to maybe uplift that situation and get it going. But you're feeling limited. And then we've got license to complain is in reverse. So you're not complaining, you're not upset about something. So it's not about that. Oh, I thought that was going to pop out. Okay. Oh. Flower spirit. Not complaining. Okay. Flower spirit breaks down to a 10, which is about a new beginning. And the flower spirit is very youthful. It's like the Page of Cups or the Page of Wands. I feel like in this instance, this might represent an actual message. Like a new development, because it's like represents new energy. And it's gonna be like, because we got the opposite of license to complain, so I feel like this is going to give you some solace. This is going to give you, I don't want to say hope, but I want to say this message that you're going to be getting, this new information that's going to come about, is going to give you, it's going to make you feel more relaxed. You're going to feel more at ease in whatever this information is. And what is unconquered? Unconquered. For some of y'all, it could be a younger person in your life. It could be your child, or it could be a niece or nephew, or somebody that's younger in your life, or a friend's friend, a friend's kid, or whatever that you're close to, that is going to have some good news. And whatever that is, and makes you feel comforted, and makes you feel like they're going to tell you something, they're going to share something with you that's going to make you feel like, okay, I'm doing the right thing, or I'm on the right track, or this is great, or this changes everything, or this makes me, it's going to reiterate the trajectory that you're on as you're doing the correct thing in that way, if it comes from a younger person in your life. But it also could just be a message that you're getting as well that is going to help you relax and bring you some ease in this. Unconquered, what is unconquered? Unconquered is like, I'm not going to fly out. I'm very controlled. These cards are like the action of the energy that I'm trying to clarify. And that might be you. Liberty. So, again, with the twos. And this is about being liberated in a situation, flying out of this. This bird is we got birds flying flying out of this cage to be liberated. Not, you're not easily, this situation is, you basically got everything under control, and you know the momentum of this situation is unconquered, in that it's going to keep going. The momentum is good, and it's going to be very liberating. I guess when this message comes in, however, whoever comes, it's going to give you a feeling of empowerment, in a sense that's going to be very liberating, and it's going to feel good and very freeing. It may have something to do with a decision, because this card is about twos, but it's also about justice as well too. So bringing something to a balance, a very controlled energy, that's very unconquered. So that makes a lot of sense. Okay. Blissful solitude. What is blissful solitude? Blissful solitude. Okay. Day and night. This does have to do with a decision. Something that you've been wrestling with, that you are going to see the light in something. After this message comes in, or new information comes to you from whoever that is, and puts you in and it brings balance to a situation and some type of, even some justice, you're going to have, this is going to allow you to then move forward in a decision that you've been wrestling with, which is going to shed light on it, because this has been, you've allowed to, this message that's come in is now freed you like this bird, given you this liberty and justice, and some like karmic, maybe even karmic justice, to balance a situation out that's going to uplift you and then allow you to see things more clearly. So it may not even be like a decision that you were making, but all of a sudden you'll be like, oh, I need to do this. Why didn't I think of this before? Because this brought you clarity, and it cleared the fog around you. So you're going to be able to see things more clearly, from the darkness to the lightness. It's day and night. It's the beginning of something. So it's a beginning of more clarity in your life that's going to make you really happy and grateful in this. And I feel like I'm going to go back and we're going to clarify the throat chakra, but I think I know what it is that we need to speak on. And I'm going to go back over all the cards. So Garden of Love is outdoors. I'm telling you, this is a lot of like Child of Nature and Garden of Love. And we did get the Flower Spirit, which is about the fairies. And it's so funny, when I saw the Child of Nature, I felt like the fae might show up. I feel like that fairy outdoor spirit energy would show up, and it's here loud and clear. Very loud and clear. Birds might be a very big thing for you. Yeah, that's it. Sea Witch. Sea Witch. This is number 52. 5 is all about change and adventure. It could be about a conflict too, but a change can be a happy conflict sometimes. 2 is all about balance. We've got a lot of the 2s here, and 5 and 2 make a 7. So it's a very, you're going to learn something, potentially in a really elevated way, because 7 is very spiritual. It's going to bring you some, and the Sea Witch is like the Knight of Wands energy. Very creative, very social. So I feel like when your pathways open up and you're able to make decisions more freely, because you get this message that comes in, and it brings you some balance and some justice into your world, or to your energy. It's also going to bring you a lot of happy, free movement too. And it's going to reflect that in your community, I feel like whatever or situation or whoever you're working with, whether it be you and another person, but it's definitely you and someone else, in whatever way that is, family, love, business, whatever, it's going to bring a lot of happiness and passion and the water. So the water and the earth. Yeah. And I feel like with the throat chakra here, whatever this wrap is, and I feel like maybe this situation in something that's made you feel very limited, you might have some really feelings of uncontrollable anger or rage, or you feel some type of way about this. And you might even feel like you want to get revenge, or this person that's doing this to you, making you feel limited, maybe you feel like they're getting their revenge on you or something like that. Just depending on where this energy is placed, it doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't make the other person a bad person. It could, but it's just displaced emotions that are being projected. Either you're projecting them onto a situation or people, or it's being projected onto you. And it's about recognizing that and realizing that you can control it. And even though you feel limited, either by your limited beliefs, and maybe that's making you feel some type of way, or someone's doing this to you and that's upsetting to you, you're going to get over. It's going to get resolved. You're going to be able to get through that. And we didn't even riddle. Oh, what's the riddle? The riddle is that you're going to see clearly. Let's get the riddle. I love how the light got like really bright right there. When I said the riddle, my light it's crazy how it changes back and forth. Okay, what is riddle, spirit? In reverse. Oh, yeah. You're going to see something really clearly. She's facing the sun. So something is going to face you, or something that you're facing, you're going to see the answer in whatever this, it's not a riddle anymore. It's going to be solved. This is going to get solved. And it's going to make everybody in the situation really happy. And we didn't clarify on the bottom of the deck the perfect key. So there's going to be a perfect scenario. It almost has to be like a perfect scenario. I almost feel like this is divine timing, and everything's going to fall into place. And this riddle is going to get solved. And it almost might be like you're staring at something for a really long time, and then you're like, oh, that's what it is, kind of thing. I don't know. I feel like it's something that's been there the whole time, that had the keys to a situation. Something in a situation that's been there the whole time. It's kind of like a riddle that you're going to figure it out and go, oh, and it's a lot more simpler than it really was. Like you were making it harder than it was, or the situation was making it harder than it was. I feel like it's this energy of, limited, something that's making you feel limited. Maybe it's you, and you're gonna like see what it is. And it's gonna be this perfect timing that's gonna be the key to everything. And the throat chakra, it's probably going to be what either two things I'm getting. Either in a situation, you may need to lead. And when you figure out this, what it is, or you get this idea, you solve the riddle and you see what it is, and you get that message, and it clears a path for your thinking. You're going to speak up on this. It's going to allow your throat chakra to come in more clearly, and it's going to be very inspirational because it's going to help you guide and lead through a potentially challenging situation. And then the other throat chakra could be also in a situation where you feel very limited, you're going to speak up on why you feel limited and what it is that you're feeling limited about, and work through that, or you need to speak up on that in that way, because I feel like that may be the key. That's the perfect key that's missing, that needs to fit, is your voice saying, why it is that you feel like this is not how it is. I feel like there's something, the throat chakra is very important. I feel like in those two areas of feeling limited and being able to solve that situation in whatever way that is. And then also, if you're the person that needs to step into the leadership position of this community thing, then your voice is really important, and it's going to be the perfect timing, and it's going to be the help, also be a key to everything too as well. Kind of like at the same time that energy is there together. But learning to transform negative energy into something positive is a beautiful thing. And I know that's easier said than done sometimes. There's nothing wrong with feeling, but it's how you take your actions out on situations that create the consequences. And maybe just sometimes just talking about it, that you feel wronged or you feel upset or you have these really angered feelings, talking to someone about it or speaking on it might help you get through and not want to act out, and resolve it in some way, and maybe understand the situation better and get more clarity on it, and make you feel better in a sense. Maybe it won't completely give you all the answers, but it will give you a better way to move, and in that process eventually come to a better resolution. And I hope that that was helpful. I hope everybody has a wonderful day. And if you need to go to anger management, go to anger management. There's nothing wrong with that. For whoever needed to hear that. And I'm not talking specifically to, I'm not, it's just kind of, I'm throwing it out there for whoever needs to hear it. I'm not saying everybody does. I'm saying it might be one person that does. There's no shame in that. There's no shame in saying, hey, maybe I need some help. And that's cool. That's cool. Everybody have a great day. And thank you so much for stopping by. And I hope to see you again.